So thank you for joining me. I am Jeanette McLeod. I am a platinum leader with Young Living Essential Oils. And tonight, I really want to talk to you about the people that wait and see. So the whole wait and see game. We have all met people who want to wait and see. And I want to explain a little bit about what this means and how we can view it and how we can see it. So just a few things to keep in your mind when you come across that person that is wait and see. So wait and see, when you come across these people, really are the, well, you know, the business sounds really great. I just need to read more about it and learn all the products that we offer. Another wait and see would be, well, that sounds really great. I just want to talk to my friends first. You know those people that you say, would you like to host a session? Oh yeah, I'll put it out there and see if anybody, you know, maybe could come. That's a wait and see. Another one is, well, this sounds really good. I really, before I get started, I really want to try more of the product. Another big one, like there's a ton of these, and one that we hear often is, well, I'm just going to wait until summer's over. I'm just going to wait until the kids go back to school. I'm just going to wait until hockey season is done. And we struggle with the wait and seers. And the one thing I want to encourage you to do is not sit around and wait for the wait and seers. Because if they are not ready to do it right now amidst their life, then they likely aren't going to wait and see and be ready to pursue this in a big way. I was talking with a crossline and she made it very clear, and I thought, that's a hard reality. Nearly every person who has said, well, they'll just wait and see, are not anywhere close to success, are not anywhere near it. So that is just a very good reminder that it sounds really great when you have somebody that says, yeah, no, I'm totally in, I'm all in, I'm just gonna wait for hockey to be done. Granted, we all get busy, we all have busy lives, and that's okay. However, if they are not willing, if they don't see the value in this, even if their life is busy, then they're not going to see the value in it when their life isn't busy. So I think it's interesting, just a side story for you, is I met a lady who was like, oh, yeah, you're the oil lady. I was wondering if I could get a bottle of frankincense from you. And I'm like, yeah, you could, but the best way really is to have your own account. Oh yeah, I have one of those accounts, but I don't even want to go there. And I said, oh, well, why is that? And she's like, I have a business to run and I have 2 kids and they're busy. I don't have time for that. And I thought to myself, that's interesting. I have a business. I have 2 kids. I think I'm kind of busy, and you think it's better for me to go on my account, order you a bottle of frankincense, and then chase you down for payment? Like, interesting. Okay. So I was a little taken aback, but it was good perspective, because she's like, oh, wait, hold the phone. I'm busy. I can possibly go online and order that. So, but just remembering that, you know, it's perspective, it's perception. She was obviously much more busy than I was. Did she get a bottle of frankincense? Nope. You know, that's okay, because that's not how I do business. But when she's ready, I'll teach her how to set up her account again and go from there. So nearly every person who has said that, you know, oh, I'm just going to wait and see, has not found success. The interesting about that is the other side of it was I've run into people in this business who are just going to see where it goes. So very similar to, I'm going to wait and see. I have to learn more. I have to know more. I have to try more products, or when hockey ends. That's one. And then the other one is, I'm just going to see how this goes. So I'm going to kind of share with people. I'm going to kind of maybe sign up my sister and my mom and my neighbor, and then I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to let them grow my business, and they're going to kind of do it. So much like an airplane taking off, going down the runway, if they're just going to kind of wait and see what happens, or, you know, see how it goes, they are never going to get off the runway. We all know we're here and we know that the way to get your business launched is when you are actually on the runway and you go full throttle down the runway, you will lift off and you will get into the air. You will launch. That is the way a successful builder launches. On the other side, you're going to have somebody saying, I'm just going to put down this runway and I'm just going to go down this runway and I'm going to see what happens and I'm going to share here and there. And those are the people that have been in 5 other network markets, and this is a pyramid scheme and it does not work. So that is not necessarily the person we want on our team either. We can see this coming a mile away. They're just going to wait and see, or they're going to see what happens with it, and then they're going to wonder why they're not going to have success, and then they're going to be pissed off about it. So we've identified these people and we see them. So it's just a conversation I wanted to have with you because I get it. I've had those people. I still get those people, and it's okay because we can love them right where they're at, and that's fine, but not investing too much of ourselves in them. We don't want to invest in their potential. Do you know what I mean? We don't want to invest in their potential. I can look at you all day long and say, but you would be so good at this, but you are so savvy, you are well connected. I don't want to invest myself in your potential. I want to invest myself in your do. I want to invest myself in what you can do and what you do for yourself to be self-motivated. So just keeping that in mind when we have our new airplane and they're on the runway, are they going to give it full throttle and go? And remembering too, we've been here, it's a season. It is a season. So when you go full throttle and you say to your hubby or whoever, I'm doing this. We're going to do this. I'm doing this. I'm launching my business. And you're doing 3 sessions a night or 3 sessions a week for, 4 or 5 weeks. And you're signing people up right, left, and center. And you're busy and you're not home and that kind of thing. Remember, it's just a season. So when you get your airplane off the ground and now you're in the air, you can knock it back to 80, maybe 70. And you can find your sweet spot and you can keep it there. You're still doing stuff. You're still maintaining. You're not going down to 5%. You're still at 80%, but you're not full throttle, but you're in the air. So I just wanted to put that out there and just remember that we're going to come across these people. We're going to come across the wait and seers. And maybe some of you are wait and seers. Maybe some of you were so green, you had to know more, know more, know more. And remember, that's not duplicable. You want to be as duplicable as possible and encourage your people to be as duplicable as possible. So we've all had those people too. We're like, oh my gosh, as soon as hockey's over, they are going to hit the ground running. And I encourage you to look back at your downline and see, where are they? As soon as hockey was over, did they hit the ground running? Did they say, yes, I'm going to build a business and this is what it's going to do? Probably not. So just keeping that in mind, yeah, there will always be an excuse. They will always have something. And that said, I want to encourage you to always be looking, though, for people who are busy. Because often the people who are busy know how to manage their time. They are very willing and self-motivated, and they're often looking for extra income. So don't discredit them. Like it's those people who are super busy, and the first time when they say, well, I'm too busy for that. Yvonne was way too busy for me. But it's understanding where they is. She wasn't I'm going to wait and see. She was just that I'm too busy, so you love them long enough. So there is sometimes, having to wear different glasses to figure out, what shade they are or what color they even are. But it's important to identify them. And as I said before, don't invest in their potential, invest in their due. So it's not worth our time to sit around and hope for them to catch fire. Sorry, that was really bad timing. Yeah, to get their desire, the desire has to be them. I remember being told that there's a big difference between desire and motivation. Everyone has desire. Everybody wants the big thing. Everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants the big house. Everybody wants to have a boat. But who's motivated to get that? So desire and motivation are very different. So keeping that in mind. And I'm going to end with what I learned is called minimum disease. So you are going to have people and this fits in, you're going to have people that have minimum disease. And these are the people who want to do the minimum amount of effort and get the maximum amount of results. So again, these are the people who are gonna just kind of see what happens and then don't find success and are pissed off for that. They have minimum disease. So they wanna put in a little bit of effort, they wanna sign up their 3 people, and they just wanna sit back and let the organization build itself. This is our culture, really. So understanding that this is the way our culture works. People want to put in the least amount of effort for the biggest amount of payoff, and that's often where network marketing gets a bad rap, is because often people can find success in a very short amount of time. However, people were going full throttle right in the beginning and working their business like a business. So it isn't the least amount of work for the biggest payoff. It's actually the biggest amount of work, but we're working with people who want to do very little. So these people that have minimum disease aren't worth your time, and that is okay, because remember, you are constantly talking to people, you're constantly introducing people to our product and our business, and first and foremost, we're building relationships. Everyone can use a new friend. That's no problem. So as long as you're networking and going through your network and your people, and you're constantly inviting people in just to take a look at whether at the product or the business, then you will start to see the people who have minimum disease. And even in your downline, you know who has minimum disease. They don't want to do the real work. And I just encourage you to love them anyway and be gracious and start to work with the people that they have and that they've led you to. If you've read Brian Carruthers and Building an Empire, you know that that's okay. Everybody has a network, and maybe they don't want to, and maybe they don't have the tools to do that, and that's totally fine. If their minimum disease is overtaking them, then you can just move right on and work through them. So I'm going to end there. So just to recap, it's the wait and seers that we all come across the wait and seers, and don't worry about it. That's standard in our industry. We're going to come across them. And but on the other hand, those people, nearly all of them have not found success. And then also the minimum disease. So people who are looking for minimum effort and maximum results, not worth our time. It's okay. There are people out there who want to join you, who want to be led by you, who want to come alongside you and learn how this is done. You don't have to limit yourself to the wait and seers or the minimum disease people. You are quality, you are high quality people with a high quality product, and hold yourself as such, because that's what you are. So thanks for joining me tonight. I'm going to stop our recording, and if you want to hang out and talk or have any questions answered, feel free to do so.